It's a Yankee and a Brit. You can't break our stride, that's for sure. The RTM Radio Network, the Lido Lounge Sunday edition.
Live on
What's going on, all you ex-pirates? You're not pirates anymore now, are you? Have you got your eye patch on, Giggles?
Hey, we need
Oh, she made a mistake and put them both on. What?
Hey, we need to get Dave to do a pirate voice when he calls in later.
All right. You're listening to Gay Dave.
Shiver my timbers.
You can all be gay like me. Yeah, we should have done that. That would have been cool. So how is you? You guys all right over there? You're the only ones here so far. They're the only ones here. How nice and quiet. How do we entertain them? I'll do my little dance.
Share the page. Make us look popular.
Oh, that's all right. It's nice and quiet right at the moment. I don't care.
It is.
What do you want to hear, Mr. Dave? Mrs. Dave? Let's pick something for you guys while you have a chance and it's quiet. And I won't forget. Wade Cooper? I'll have to load it, but that's all right. So, anyways, Kevin is listening from New Mexico, and I'm in Walton, Kentucky.
Hey, Shannon. Hey, Bongolio. Bongolio, Leo. Oh.
Hello from New Mexico. Whoop, whoop.
Hey.
That's right. New Mexico. You ain't all that far away. That's where Gracie lives, up there in alien land. Roswell is where she's at. Right at home over there, as a matter of fact. Hey, we are on here. Yeah? So, you mean you're... Oh, Beach Boys. All right, we could do some Leech Boys. You guys keep talking and I'll find some Beach Boys. Beach Boys. How do you spell that? Oh, I know which one I want to play for him. Oh, that ain't right either. How the hell did that happen? See, this is what happens when you're caught off guard. I'm working on that giant printer trying to fix that fucking thing. And just not working out so well. Come on, where's that song? Little Douchebag. Where is it? I'll just type that in. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. All right, so anyways, you see we're in no hurry. Hi, Christine.
Hey, Mouth.
What's going on over there, Miss Christine? Let's see, did it load up yet? I'm just stalling. I'm like in no hurry to go anywhere or do anything. Like I said, I was working on my big old 42-inch printer over here, and I got to replace a ribbon cable. Oh, my God.
And you have no idea how much I dread Randy using that printer because it makes him scream, "You fucking fucker." I hate printers anyway, as a rule. I just want to kick them and throw them out the window.
Bloody
and Randy, of all people, has to have a big, huge, giant printer. So that's just a bigger one that I have to throw out.
And
the window.
it's just like when you buy anything used. You might as well just fucking go buy a new one because by the time you replace all the parts, you've spent more than what a new one would cost. But at $8,000 or $10,000, no, I'm not. I thought $400 for this baby was good, and I've got my money out of it. It's been worth it, that's for sure. Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Here's one for Kevin. Whoop whoop, little douchebag. Well, I'm not bragging, man, so don't put me down. But I've got the biggest fucking cock in town. And when she comes up to me, man, she don't even try. 'Cause if I had a bigger cock, then I know she would cry. She's my little douchebag. You don't know what I got. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. Just a little douchebag who likes to pop some pills. But she'll blow another man if he's sitting still. She's short and she's fat and just a little whore. She'll ride your hairy cock right here on the floor. She's my little douchebag. You don't know what I got. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. She's got a real hairy cunt and it drags on the floor. And she'll suck Starter Harley when she starts to roar. And if that ain't enough to make you flip your lid, there's one more thing, she likes the big dick daddy. And when she does a line and she's getting mean, well, she'll blow a monster cock like you never seen. She gets pushed out of shape when she's near a queer, and she'll make you use a rubber when it's in her rear. She's my little douchebag. You don't know what I got. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. She's my little douchebag. You don't know what I got. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. She's my little douchebag. You don't know what I got. Little douchebag, you don't know what I got. Zac Brown and Toes by request from Mrs. Dave.
Oh, 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 oh!
Yanki and Brit, the RTM Radio Network by request, Zac Brown and Toes in the Sand.
Wow! What a lazy evening we're having over here. Woo, woo.
Love when your hair is like that.
Hello, husband.
Hi, wife.
I don't know why we're so out of it today. I guess it's just that Sunday relaxing thing. You know, we've done bugger all day, have we?
Boy, no. And after yesterday, I took a 3-hour friggin' nap today. That's very unlike me, so I was, like, out of it. Way out of it.
And we had some porch time this morning. We just sat there and...
Wow, is it nice out there right
Dust.
now, too? Boy, it's chilly, actually. I actually have a shirt on, which is very rare for me, as most of you know. Well, somebody wanted some Beach Boys, and I think Dave will enjoy this one, and so will everybody else. The Beach Boys, Hawaii.
You're listening to the Lido Lounge with the Yanki and the Brit on RTM Radio.
If you want to be gay, you'll have to be gay like Dave, because that's not my jelly roll, baby.
Join SS Cruises as we once again present the Truckers Gone Wild Cruise. We'll sail on the beautiful Carnival Glory from the bustling city of Miami, Florida. The Glory will take us to the incredible ports of St. Thomas, San Juan, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk. Soak in the sunny, serene rhythms of the Eastern Caribbean's beautiful sun-dappled islands. A Carnival cruise to the Eastern Caribbean sails to some of the region's most storied isles, each ringed by rainbow-hued coral gardens. Dig your feet into the silky sand, float in azure seas, and let your cares melt away in the Eastern Caribbean. An initial non-refundable reservation of $50 per person is due by June 14th, 2016. And note, this is just a reservation. To receive a cabin assignment, full deposit will be required. A full deposit of $250 per person is due by September 14th, 2016. Final payment is due by December 5th, 2016. We hope to see you on board.
Hey everyone, tune in to September 22nd at 6 p.m. where me and my co-host Brad James will be interviewing Tony Justice. He'll be talking about upcoming events at Joplin and some of his music. We're also going to have Mike Gunny on there talking about his show truck and what he's up to. And we're also going to have Bruce Richard from Indiana Motor Trucking Association's Driver of the Year. So everyone tune in. It's going to be a real good time. Whoop, whoop.
Who writes that crap? Azure Seas. Who writes that kind of romantic mush?
Dave.
Oh, sorry. The Azure Seas.
Never mind that. Who reads the bloody thing? You.
It's just funny. It's so gay like Dave.
Oh, if you're interested in going on that cruise, get in touch with Mr. Dave Summers. 937-331-8029.
That'd be something, man. I think it'd be cool as hell to go to Hawaii.
Who you
Never
gonna
been there.
call?
Always wanted to go there ever since I watched Hawaii Five-0.
I'd like to go on the Alaska cruise because it just looks so amazing.
Too
oh my
friggin'
gosh.
cold for me, man.
I would be so snap
If
happy.
I want to see snow and ice and be cold, I can go right back to Ohio. Not a chance. But that's another story. Yanki and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. Hawaiian Islands, Laura Sullivan on the RTM Radio Network.
So come on, jump on the booze cruise. Yeah, let's bring you
Crap off.
Sounds like something Larry'd like to go on. The Booze Cruise, Yankee and the Brit, the Lido Lounge Sunday edition. What's going on, everybody? You guys doing all right out there? How was Pirates Day yesterday? Did anybody get hooked on anything? Sorry. Just kidding. Hi, Don. What's going on, mister?
Hey.
Where's old lady Kim at? I don't see that name anywhere.
Sorry to put the phone down on you yesterday, Mr. Dunn. I had to disappear quick.
Everything you do is quick.
Shut up, you. We were putting that sign on, weren't we? And you were like, come on, chop, chop.
Which one were we doing?
It was that one where your truck was like tipped half into the
Oh,
ditch.
that's right. The first one we did that was crooked. The other one I drove right down in a ditch for that.
Oh, yeah, the one that you did after. I was like thinking, oh my God, how are we going to drive out of here? But yeah.
I know what I'm doing. I'm an old hand from way back. Come on. Don't you fret none about me. Hello.
So what's the latest on the printer?
It's
I have no idea what you
fucking
are
pain
doing.
in my friggin' rectal fucking cavity is what it is. Look at this goddamn fucked up fucking thing. The cable will be junk before I even get it put back together. This is insanity. And now, of course, we went to all that trouble of putting that tape on there.
How would Darren Heller like it in vinyl instead of ink?
If I don't get this fixed, he ain't getting anything. Speaking of that, where are those clowns? What's going on?
I know.
I don't know if that's...
Darren's here somewhere.
War. I don't know how this is supposed to work, but it's not impressing me any. Hope I didn't break something. Look at this fucking thing. Can you imagine this? Those are supposed to be shoved up in there. Let me shove these bitches in there.
Does it say push up bottom?
That's about what I'm going to do with it pretty soon, is shove it up somebody's fucking bottom if it don't fucking work.
We forgot to load pontoon for Don. He will about have a fit if we haven't got pontoon ready for him. You know it.
Well, you better get on it.
On the pontoon. Alrighty, this is...
It won't load that quick.
It will. It'll do it for me.
It won't.
Oh, we've got to wait. That's not... that wasn't...
It's right there. It's loading. Just
I
doesn't
wasn't
work that
singing for
fast.
7 minutes, was I?
When?
On the pontoon, look, it says 7 minutes.
Yeah, whatever it says.
Oh my gosh.
That would be it.
Yes, we will do our best. I should take pictures, actually, of the big, huge printer that is now in a pile of mess at the moment.
It is. It's a freaking
It's all
nightmare.
taken apart. And Randy and his... what is that you've got in your hand?
The ribbon cable I'm trying to replace.
Ribbon cable trail thing. What did you call it?
Trailing cable.
Trailing cable.
It trails along with the printhead. This is what sends all the information to the inkjets to where to squirt and when to squirt.
Now, whenever that printer is involved with anything, I about fret, because I can't stand a little printer that prints like a little small piece of paper. So that thing is about 20 times the size. So yeah, I'm fretting already. Hey, pontoon's ready, look.
There's what I was looking for right there. I know, it took me 20 minutes to find out. This is just, what a freaking pissy fucking way to do shit tonight.
I know.
All right,
Well,
are we playing it?
Through it? We're plodding it. Yes,
You intro
we
it then.
will.
Go on.
This is Don Schmidt introducing Pontoon, I think.
Hi, this is Don Schmidt, the founder of the JBC. Introducing the Brit, playing my favorite song, Pontoon. That's because I spent a lot of time at the lake.
Back this hitch up into the water. Untie all the cables and bow. Step into the AstroTurf. Get yourself a boozy, let's go. Who said anything about skiing? Floating is all I wanna do. You can climb the ladder, just don't rock the boat while I barbecue. On the pontoon, making waves and catching rays upon the roof. Jumping out the back, don't act like you don't want to. Reach your hand down into the cooler. Don't drink it if the mountains are blue. Try to keep it steady as you recline on your back in a tube. Pontoon, making waves and catching rays upon the roof. Jumping out the back, don't act like you don't want to. Party in slow motion, out here in the open. Motorboating. Mile an hour with aluminum side, wood paneling with a water slide. Can't beat the heat, so let's take a ride. On the pontoon, making waves and catching rays upon the roof. Jumping at the back, don't act like you don't want to. Party in slow motion, out here in the open. Motorboating. Out into the water on the pontoon.
This is Darren Heller. Come join us in the Lido Lounge Sunday night edition with SS Cruises and the Yankee and the Brit.
Sail Along is the next song coming up by the Yankee and the Brit. Randy's over there having a fight with the printer. Say hello, Randy! He's still in pirate mode and he's having a right good chat about the bloody thing. I've just posted a picture up on my wall, by the way, of Randy and the printer all... I don't know what's up with it. But yeah, it's all sort of taken apart. So, what are you guys doing with your week? Let me know.
Where's my fucking screw at?
Randy wants to know, where is his fucking screw at? Somebody help me out on that. Hey guys, we will be having Dave up at the top of the hour. He'll be joining us right here on the Lido Lounge Sunday edition on the Yankee and the Brit show. So tell your friends, share the page, bring your friend. Get your best frock on because it's going to be one hell of a night on here on the Yankee and the Brit show.
Where'd I put that fucking thing in?
What?
It's in your fucking screw that holds the bastard together.
It's in your trousers. You mean this? I found this on the floor.
No, that's not it.
No? Oh, okay.
God damn it.
What about this one here?
Nope.
Nope. No idea. Randy's lost his screw. It's got a screw loose. Anyone surprised at all? Anyway, Yankee and the Brit show, sail along.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Yeah.
The cruise ship's here and it's about to sail. With a SS Cruises, you'll never fail.
Yeah.
With the fares they have, you're gonna love to sail.
Sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you.
Because I'm up.
Sail along if you feel like it's like an ocean view.
Because I'm up.
Sail along if you'd rather have a room without a view.
Because I'm up.
Sail along if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Here come good news, the Yankee and the Brit. Give you all they got with the crazy bits. Well, I should probably warn you, they'll do just fine. Yeah, no offense to you, but they won't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm up.
Sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you.
Because I'm up.
Sail along if you feel
This is Brad James.
I see Brad James still sucks at whistling.
Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like you like an ocean view. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Sail along if you feel like you'd like an ocean view. Sail along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Sail along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go! Lift me up, David can.
Lift me up, Giggles can.
Lift me up, Brad can.
Lift me up.
I say, because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like you like an ocean view. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Sail along if you feel like a balcony room's for you. Sail along if you feel like you'd like an ocean view. Sail along if you'd rather have a room without a view. Sail along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, come on.
Really gonna have to get used to these buttons.
SS Cruises! If you got the blues and you need a cruise, who you gonna call? Dave Summers! If you wanna be hip and get on the ship, who you gonna call? Dave Summers! I ain't afraid of no boats. 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 If you're one of a kind, don't be left behind. Who can you call? Dave Summers! For a tropical breeze and a coconut tree. Wow, who you gonna call? Dave Summers! I ain't afraid of no boats. I ain't afraid of no boats. I ain't afraid of no boats.
With SS Cruisers,
I ain't afraid of no boats. Who you gonna call? Dave Summers! If you're all alone, pick up the phone and call Dave Summers! 937 331 8029. Yeah, 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 yeah! Who you gonna call? Dave Summers! If you need a dose out along the coast, baby, you'd better call Dave Summers! Wow. Let me tell you something. Cruising makes me feel good. I ain't afraid of no boats. I ain't
Summers! Don't be left at court. Oh no, who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
When you get online for a real good time, I think you better call
Dave Summers!
Oh, who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
Oh, who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
Oh, I think you better call
Dave Summers!
Who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
I can't hear you. Who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
Louder, who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
Wow, who you gonna call?
Dave Summers!
So who you gonna call?
Dave Summers! Dave Summers! Dave Summers!
Hi, this is Brad James. You're listening to the Yankee and the Brit on the Lido Lounge Sunday Edition.
That's right, the Lido Lounge Sunday Edition. Ran the man's over there fighting with the printer still. What's the update?
Fuck off!
He's not having a good time over there. So it's the Sunday night Lido Lounge. If you're interested in any cruising, call Dave Summers on 937-331-8029. He's going to be with us at the top of the hour, and you can ask him any cruising related questions or non-cruising related questions. You can even ask him whether he's got any panties on. Ask him anything you want. He'll be with us, top of the hour. Ran the man hopefully will be with us, but by the looks of things, he's going to be over there for a short time still. What about some sailing? We are sailing home again.
First fucking thing, right out of the fucking box. You have any idea how long it takes me to set this shit up and get this fucking ready to go? I piss around here 15 or 20 minutes, and thank you, Donna, so believe me. This is so much fucking bullshit. All the fucking time with this thing going out. Really fucking pissing me off. I am about to fucking come unglued with these fucking assholes and give it all fucking window. Nothing but a bunch of fucking bullshit. Jesus Christ, you fucking pay for something, you bust your fucking balls to pay for it, you use it faithfully, and the cocksucker don't work. And I'm supposed to be fucking happy about that. Oh, it's okay. Just like a politician. Just apologize and say, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that, and everything's fine, and people forget it, and it all goes away, right? Wrong! If it don't fucking work, it don't work! Fix the goddamn fucking thing! Jesus fucking Christ, all the goddamn fucking time. All the time. This is fucking ridiculous. It's just totally fucking uncalled for. If you're going to provide a fucking service, either do the shit right or don't do it at all. Doesn't get any fucking easier than that. Everything is so simple, and people turn the whole world into one big fucking complicated, pissy fucking mess when there's no need for it. Everything is so simple. Always take the simple way. It's so fucking easy. You goddamn fucking moronic bastards gotta fuck shit up for everybody.
And there you go. Randy's rant for the day. RTM Radio.
It's the Yankee and the Brit and the RTM Radio Network. That friggin' printer. I've about had enough of that bastard. I'm telling you, I've taken it apart again and got to turn everything around because it was in backwards or some shit. I don't know. After I sat there and thought I figured it all out, I got to take it apart again. So I took it apart, put it back together. Now I got to take it apart again because I left a piece out. It's like putting a Ford back together, you know? There's always a piece or two left over, damn it.
Ah,
And
so
I
you're
love
having
my
a nice
Fords.
time then.
No, it's ridiculous. Hello, Mr. Dave.
Hello, Randy.
What's going on?
Not much. Just kicking back, watching football.
Who you watching?
Yeah, I just turned it over to Seattle and Green Bay.
And?
I don't know the score because I had to step outside.
Oh, you don't have a bathroom there?
Well, we got a bathroom, but it ain't got a TV in it.
So you're multitasking.
So you can step outside the. Hang on a second. You can step outside the sliding door, piss off the deck, and still watch the game. Is that it?
No, I came outside so they can listen to the show, and I don't have to get screwed up on the display.
So how's the peach cobbler?
I don't know. It's still cooking.
Peach cobbler.
Yeah.
Larry's got a hard on that he ain't had years.
All because of you, Dave.
What's an old one look like when it gets hard?
Man, he's just walking around. He keeps sticking his nose in the air and sniffing.
Not the only thing in the air.
What's one that old look like when it gets stiff?
I don't know.
So how do you know he's stiff?
Ah, exactly my point.
Dave, you do yourself a bigger hole here.
He's what?
Oh,
So
let me say hi to Michelle first.
Yes, you must.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. I didn't know you were here. Hi. What's going on? So, what's the word on cruises? Anything new and exciting?
Now, the only thing new and exciting is Hawaii that we booked last week, and that one's hot right now. It's on fire. We booked 2 cabins yesterday. We booked 2 more today. I got 2 more that I know for sure we're going in this coming week. So hopefully by the end of Friday we'll have 15 or 20 cabins booked.
Nice. What, you got a number you're going for this time? 500?
Oh, no. Hawaii, I'll be happy with 50 cabins.
Oh, all right. 50 it is. You heard it, folks. Got to find 50 friends. Find them quick. Let's do it by the end of the week.
Yeah, 50 cabins, that would be a good sailing for us. I mean, it's 100 guests, and Hawaii's not a cheap cruise. And I got on there screwing around today, playing on the internet, looking up hotels in Long Beach, and I stumbled upon the Queen Mary, which is a hotel in Long Beach right next to Carnival Sport.
How nice is
that? I think
that?
I'm going to contact them and see what they're going to give me for a price on about 25 or 50 rooms for everybody to spend the night on the Queen Mary.
You mean not the ship, the hotel?
Yeah, the hotel's the Queen Mary. It's the old retired ship that they turned into a hotel.
I thought that was in New York.
No, I looked it up today. Queen Mary's in Long Beach, California. Darren said he stayed there, and I guess from what everybody told me, it's nice.
Supposedly it's haunted, too, from what I've heard.
I don't care if it's haunted.
Hell no, they can go on the cruise, too.
But I looked up the rates.
One way to sell your cabins. Fill it all with spooks.
For January, they're showing like $209 a night, so that's not bad.
Hell no.
Well, California, that time of year, you're still going to pay a premium for a hotel, so you might as well stay and be on a ship.
Especially the Queen Mary.
And it's 0.2 miles from Carnival Docks, so it says it's a 3-minute. I assume so. When you book, you get a tour, and they take you around and let you see the whole ship and take you on a tour, and it's basically sounds like it's got like a museum in it.
I swear to God, I heard that thing was docked in New York, but I guess not.
Nope, it's sitting in Long Beach, and I'm going to definitely call and talk to their group sales department.
Yeah, that's pretty slick. Unbelievable. I had no clue about that.
Well, you figure these people are going to spend $6,000, $8,000 to go on a cruise. What's an extra $200, right?
Well, when you're that kind of people with that kind of money, I probably would think the same thing.
Yeah, and I got a lot of Canadians going.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I don't know. I've got about 5 cabins that are all booked with Canadians, and I got another one. I think she messaged me tonight. She's going to be contacting me the 1st of November because she's getting ready to go on a 14-day cruise and was going to call me and book Hawaii when she gets home.
Wow, ain't you just moving up the ladder?
Well, Hawaii's sort of that's a dream cruise. That's something you do. You know, we probably won't post to Hawaii again for another 4 or 5 years.
Why so long?
Because of the price, the expense. I mean, the cabins aren't cheap. You know, right now we're putting it out. Everybody that's really always wanted to go to Hawaii, they're going to do it now.
Do it now!
So to build up another big group of people that would want to do it, it's probably going to be at least 4 or 5 years.
Wow. Hey, maybe you'll be surprised. Be nice if it goes good enough for everybody to be all excited and want to do it again.
Is that the one that's 15 days?
Yeah, it's a 15-day cruise.
So it's going to be hard.
I think that's another thing probably stops a lot of people. That's a long time to take off from work, don't you think?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We won't get any company drivers on a cruise like that. These will be owner-ops, that can afford to take, shut the truck down for 2 or 3 weeks. Because you're basically 3 weeks out. You're going 15 days of cruising. You're going out a day or two before. You're coming back a day or two after. By the time you add it up, you're in that 19-day range. You're gone.
Oh, yeah. But you don't. Now, you take other people besides just truck drivers on these cruises, right?
Oh, yeah. No, we'll take anybody. Yeah, it's just the truck. We just named that one Truckers Gone Wild to Hawaii because that's what we've been talking about for a year. And finally, Carnival put it out the other day, and I was glad to see it. Yeah,
I would say after all the pushing and poking and nodding and prodding to get them to do it.
Yep. But that one I'll do. That one's January 14th through the 29th of 2017. Her and I probably won't fly home till the 30th, so we won't get home till late on the 30th. And then I've got to turn around and be in Miami on basically, 17 days later.
You
wow.
Poor thing, Dave. You poor thing.
How are you going to survive?
I know it sucks, don't it, Donna?
It does. How will you cope?
Take a hike. Now, when you go to Hawaii, what's the story with your cell phones and Wi-Fi and all that? I mean, because that's the United States. Is that still long distance international kind of calling because of where they are, or is that a local call? Or within the United States kind of call?
No, it should be just like being in the United States. Like when we went to Alaska, I was able to get online up in Alaska, get on Facebook and everything. It never cost me any more. Hawaii is still considered the state, so you should be able to use your phone and do everything you do just like at home.
Yeah, I would think if it just basically is a long-distance call.
Well, Carnival's got now, and I think it's going to be fleet-wide by the first of the year. For $25 a week, you can get on social. You can buy a social media package through Carnival, and that allows you to get on Facebook and Twitter your whole cruise.
Oh, that's all we need. We go away on a cruise and sit on Facebook.
Yeah, boy.
That actually bugs the shit out of me. It's one thing that bugs the hell out of me is people go on a cruise and all I see is photos on Facebook and statuses, and I'm like, you're on holiday. Get off your computers. Get off your phones. Chuck them in the sea.
No, it's great checking in. I like checking in. Like when we pull up to, let's say we pull up to St. Martin. I'm on the ship's internet, and I just check in St. Martin. Say, you're at home. I'm here.
Well, I suppose if you want to rub it in, that's fine.
Well, I love rubbing it in.
Rub it in, rub it in. Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, they had 18 months to book and go. Not like I didn't give you enough time.
I guess. I suppose that's one way to look at it.
Yep.
Tell you what, we're most likely to get on the cruise ship and bring a hammer with us so we can beat the hell out of our phones.
I've been slacking back on my phone. I don't even carry it around with me much anymore. I just don't see any use for the thing other than, because everything we do is email and some stuff through the chat on Facebook. But, Donna has Facebook on her phone. I refuse to put it on my phone. So I go on a cruise. I sure as the hell don't care if my phone ever rings or not. But yeah, I see your point. I could enjoy sending an occasional picture to somebody and say, nanner, nanner.
Yeah, well, you don't get on your phone when you're on the ship. They've just got it set up for just basically Facebook and Twitter.
Well, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what's happening with the 2017 cruise? Is that coming on well? Have you sold the boat yet?
Oh no, we've reserved and booked about 64 cabins.
Awesome. It's coming on well. I mean, you was like that probably at the start of the 2016, wasn't you? You know, it took its time to get off, but then all of a sudden it just went crazy, didn't it?
Yeah, people get home, they start sharing it, and then it's like, oh man, I want to go. How do I go? And then, you know, the phone. That's like last March. We were slammed when we got home.
So who's going to be the entertainment for the 2017?
Brad James and Howard Salmon.
Howard Salmon. What a funny guy. I like him.
Yes, it's going to be so cool for you guys to meet Howard. He's such a cool guy.
2018, that won't come out till next spring, but that, you know, I'm going to do that one on the Vista, going to Aruba and Bon Air. And talent-wise on that, I'm not sure yet. Still putting some feelers out.
Now, Aruba, isn't that the place you said last week you didn't care to go, but they're building a new port there? Is that the right one?
No, that's Dominican Republic. Oh, I could live in Aruba.
But you said it's really expensive, didn't you? I remember you saying a year ago or so that Aruba's really good, but it's expensive.
Yeah, Aruba's very expensive, man. You feel safe there. I mean, we spent a week there and we just had a blast.
And are you going to be running a cruise for Aruba?
Yeah, we'll do the Aruba cruise for the 2018. I'm actually going to Aruba next October on the Endless Summer. If people want to go on that one. But that one's going to Aruba, Grand Turk, and Bon Air. And that one's going out of Port Canaveral on the Glory.
Endless Summer, what's that?
It's like a summer that doesn't end, I heard.
Yeah, it's just another cruise. We just threw the name to it and said, hey. Mark State actually called me and he's like, let's go to Aruba like next October. Because this October we're doing Bermuda, actually next month. So I thought, all right, maybe we'll get some people to go. We've got about 20 cabins, 25 cabins on that one already booked.
I just wasn't sure if that was the name of another ship or if that was what you called the cruise.
No, it's what we called it, Endless Summer.
I should call a cruise Donna. That would be a great name for a cruise.
Yeah, the Donna Cruise?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dave?
There's your entertainment.
Darren says he can't wait to go to Aruba. So everybody's going.
Aruba is anybody that ever goes to Aruba, they always want to go back. That is probably our number one favorite port in the Caribbean.
And what is it that makes it so special besides a good time?
Well, you feel safe. As soon as you get off the ship, you're downtown, and they've built the trolley that runs through town on tracks, and there's a ton of shopping there. There's some really good restaurants to eat at. You've got the beach. You've got, if you want to go to the other side of the island, which is only like 19 by 2 miles or something like that, but the island's very small. You can go to the other. What's funny, Randy, is when you pull into Aruba, you're on the actual tropical side of the island. When you get to the other side of the island, it's all volcanic rock and lava. The waves coming off the ocean are like 5 feet high.
Are any of the volcanoes active, or are they all dormant?
No, they're dormant.
But in Hawaii, there's one that's still brewing, right?
Yeah, it's still spewing out lava, just making the island bigger.
Yeah, that's crazy. That'd be cool to see, though.
Yeah, wouldn't it? Does the cruise ship go anywhere near that? Go anywhere near the volcano?
I really don't know. I doubt it. They'll port probably. I know when we go to Maui, we'll probably be ported right downtown. When we go to Honolulu, probably the same deal.
Does Aruba accept American cash?
All the ports accept American cash.
Okay. And I'm sure they all take credit cards.
Yeah, but I wouldn't advise it.
No, Why? I'm sure last time Dave and a few people said that when they got back, there was finding things on the credit card statement. So it's best to just have cash. Is that right, Dave? I think that's what happened, wasn't it?
Yeah. Several accounts got hacked, and they got home and found out their money was wiped out. That's just Mexico. I wouldn't trust. I never would use a credit card in Mexico or Belize. You know, if I had to in Aruba, I would. You know, Aruba's just a totally different world. It's nothing like going to Cozumel and Belize. It's so clean. They call it the Happy Island. All the bright colored houses and just nice.
Larry says he'd like to go back to Aruba to see if his rock pile grew.
Yeah, we did that. God, that was probably our second cruise we probably went on when we met with Larry.
You mean Larry had a big poo on the island?
That's probably been 13, 14 years ago when we first went to Aruba.
Well, what's this about a rock pile? You started this, and
yeah, he went out. We went over to the other side of the island, over by the volcano, what used to be called the oh crud, I forgot, some bridge. There was a bridge that curved out over the water, natural bridge. It's now since collapsed, but it was all made out of lava with the lava flow, and it created a natural bridge. And over in that area, Larry started stacking some rocks, and I'm sure they're not there.
I don't know why, I've just got this mental image in my head of Larry on his hands and knees. Here's one. Here's another one. Here's another one.
That's all you can do when you're old. Crawl around and stack rocks.
He wasn't too old back then. That was what, he was probably in his mid-60s, late 60s.
Oh, yeah, he was a young pup then. No, if it was that long ago. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, he kept up with us a little bit better then.
What do you got to do now? Hoist him up on the rocks with a rope in his wheelchair?
No, we go walking into town or something. Her and I will be walking along, and we'll look back, and Larry just look at me and say, I'm a-coming.
What a guy.
A couple hundred paces behind, but he eventually catches up.
He's a go-getter, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, Mrs. Dave loves to go shopping.
Well, there you go. I do, too. That's the problem. I actually enjoy shopping sometimes.
Oh, she hits all them stores.
And you got the wallet to show it, huh?
Yeah, right. Actually, we hardly buy anything at the ports anymore because we did it so early. When we started cruising early, 10, 15 years ago, we bought it all. Now when we go to ports, we hardly spend anything. Usually, the only thing we'll probably do is go to some place like Margaritaville and have lunch.
Randy's cutting his fingernails and one just flung up and hit my lip. Will you point them that way?
I can't help it where they go. I'll sweep them up later.
Ah.
Yeah, we just don't spend much money at the ports anymore.
And you said
some of the ports, it's like some of the ports, like Cozumel. We were there 4 times in the last year. You just go to the same ports.
You must have quite a collection of goodies at home.
Yeah, we've a lot of nautical stuff. We've got quite a bit of stuff that we've carried home over the years.
Do you display all that stuff, or do you put it away?
No, a lot of it's displayed sitting in our bar.
Christ, your bar alone must be as impressive as going to Aruba.
And we got a pretty impressive setup in there.
I don't know. We live too far away to look at it.
Yeah, shame you can't come up here next weekend when we go up to Harrisburg for the JBC truck show.
Yeah, I know it.
We're pretty annoyed that we can't go to that.
That's what happens
when you're.
That's what happens when you're loners like us.
Yep.
Then when you do want to have fun, you're too far away from everything.
Well, that's like us. I mean, that's like the Dallas truck show. Hell, we can't go to that. It's too far.
Exactly. Ohio's too far. And I don't even miss it anymore.
I'm going to regret it. I'm going to hate it here in the next couple months, but right now it's not bad.
Oh, I can agree with you there. That's when I don't miss it the most. But I do love spring in Ohio, man. It's absolutely gorgeous weather.
Yeah, it's been nice here the last couple weeks. We're in the low 70s, mid-70s.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to be in the mid-80s here this time of year, and it's going to be 90 91 and 92 all this weekend.
It was 75 here this morning, and I tell you what, I was freezing cold.
Yeah, it actually felt cold this morning.
Yeah,
it was
did.
75 and we were cold. Go figure.
Yeah, it went down to 50s here last night. It's going down to 50s tonight, but that's ideal for me. I could take this year round.
Mrs. Dave just likes summer all the time, huh?
Oh yeah, she's 24/7 summer.
Well, sounds like plans to move to Aruba.
If we could afford it, we would, but we never will be able to afford it.
Well, you could do like some people do. Take all the cruisers' money and then run.
No.
Are you talking about a particular person?
No, I'm not talking about anybody in
I
particular.
wouldn't trust that man with a fart in a cup, let me tell you.
That's
a story for another day.
That is impossible for us to do. Everything, the 95% of these people pay everything by credit card, and it goes directly into the back office, right to their booking, directly to Carnival. Carnival, they handle all that money.
That's the way to do it. Keeps you out of trouble.
We're not even allowed to have a credit card machine because of this. Because of all the fraud that goes on with travel companies. You know, people show up at the airport. So it just happened recently. A bunch of people showed up at a port in Fort Lauderdale thinking they're going on a cruise, and the travel agency had took all their money.
Yikes. What did you say? You're not allowed to have a credit card what?
Machine.
We're not allowed to have a credit card machine here in Ohio because we tried to get one with our account through Chase Bank, and they said, no, travel agencies can't get one. At least we couldn't because of fraud.
Well, I guess I could understand that, and I think you're way better off in the long run anyways. Keeps your fingers clean.
Well, and it's better for us because, you know, us being a small business, credit card's going to charge me about 3%. Well, Carnival's such a big corporation, they've probably got it worked out with Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, at probably a 0.5% fee, and Carnival just absorbs the fee, which I wouldn't be able to absorb a 3% fee.
Right, exactly. That's a lot of money when you add that all together.
Yeah, you take a $250,000 booking, you take 3% of that. Yeah, that's a lot of fees. But Carnival, you know, she just goes right in, she just takes the credit card, puts it right into the back office, right under their booking, boom, it takes it right off the account. Carnival handles it all. So it's a pretty easy setup for us.
I agree with you, Giggles. I have no use for people that are crooked bastards like that, you know. That's why we just struggle along, because I'm not about to take advantage of anybody. It's ridiculous. And
No, this is our future. I'm not going to, I'm going to screw a bunch of people over.
Yeah, there goes your whole world, you know. That's why, like, we don't charge enough for a lot of stuff just for that very reason. You know, sometimes
I made a big sacrifice this year, and, you know, I basically have lived off an Alaska check and that trucker's check, which was 2 checks this whole year, and we've managed to make it all the way up here to what? We're going into the 10th month, so, because I was going to go back to work, and then I thought, well, you know, why go work 8 to 5? By the time you come home at 5 o'clock, now I got to answer all these calls, and my theory is a missed phone call is a missed booking.
Absolutely.
So.
I agree, because there's so many times when companies don't answer the phone, and I'm like, and you know, there's times when I'll call back a few times, but I think to myself, well, you know, if they can't be asked to answer the phone, or they can't be asked to get back to us with, back to an answer machine message, then screw them or take them at business elsewhere. So, you know, yeah, it is. You do have to be there to answer the calls, but you have to sacrifice on other things, I guess.
Yeah, and I get multiple messages all day long on Facebook, and you know, working an 8 to 5 job, you just can't do that.
Well, I think we talked about that before. You know, there just comes that line where you either got to step across it or not. You know.
Yeah, you either got to make it or break. You're either going to do it or you're not. And if you don't do it, you're never going to succeed. And you know, I decided about. You know, we got back from Alaska. I thought, all right, I got to get back to work, get making some money. You know, it's been tight, but we've managed, and it's too late to step back now because it's like today. we probably took 5 phone calls. 2 of them were bookings for Hawaii. That's fine.
Yeah, that's basically 50% of your calls for all intent and purpose.
Yeah, well, another one, was just somebody calling. I forgot what they wanted, just to ask questions. But we got 2 bookings for Hawaii. I had a lady message me tonight. She wants to go to Hawaii. Just had another girl message me. In fact, I had to cut her off so I could come out and talk to you. She's looking at a cruise to Hawaii, but she wants to go this January.
Well, if you were working another job, working for yourself is one thing because you can stop and answer the phone, but then the job you're working on has to sit and wait. So, yeah, it's just either do it or don't.
Yep. So that's what I decided to do. Figure, well, I'll stay home and see if we can't get this thing up and off the ground. And that's why there's so many cruises. Because you got more offers out there for people. Like I got Dave Blevins. He's cruising with us in December, February. He's going to go to Aruba next year, and he's going to do Hawaii. That guy goes on like 2 or 3 cruises a year with me. I got Jeff and Christine Brown. They're up to 2 cruises a year. Darren's he'll be up to 2 before he knows it.
We're going to have to make friends with him.
Throwing more options out there.
Well, we'll be making some T-shirt designs for some of these cruises because a few people have actually asked us. So we'll be getting some designs out there for you cruisers. So Dave and everybody just share the T-shirt page and we'll be getting the designs out there.
Yep, and we'll have to be working on that 2017.
Yes.
Like Mrs. Dave said, she'd rather be home because she doesn't, or she'd rather you were home because she doesn't do phones. And that's pretty much the same with me. I don't either. I'd rather let Donna talk to him.
No, she does not do phones. And what's freaking crazy, Randy, is she comes home from work. I'll step out to run up and get a cigarette or pick up something for dinner. I'll be gone 30 freaking minutes and 2 phone calls will come in.
And guess who's answering them?
Nobody. The answering machine.
Well, I guess you'll have to stop leaving the house, too. Why don't you have it delivered?
Yeah. Well, if I could have cigarettes delivered, I probably would. Her and Larry were shopping today. I gave her $25 and said, get me 4 packs of smokes on your way back.
Oh.
Man, that's
so
a
I didn't
lot.
have to go out at all today. I'm just sitting around in my shorts, watching football all day.
You're whistling at Dave in shorts.
He's probably not in shorts. He's probably in a thong, and he just won't admit it.
Larry, come on, write it in the chat. What's Dave wearing? Because
I don't even
Larry's
want
our
to see
little.
myself in a thong.
Come on.
Larry's our little whistleblower. He puts what you're really up to in the chat. He told us how you really made your peach cobbler.
Darren must be doing a lot of trucking. He says he's planning on 4 between December 15th and February 17th.
Oh, my.
Well, I know Darren's doing the one in December. He's doing February. I think, and he's doing next October to Aruba. And I don't know if he's doing Hawaii or if he's doing the 2017 Truckers Cruise.
Darren needs to invest in stocks, and he could become a professional cruiser.
Yeah, I eventually want to get stock in Carnival because for every 100 shares of you have with Carnival, every time you book, you call Carnival and say, here's my booking number, I'm a shareholder, and they give you $100 onboard credit.
Wow. Eventually that could add up, especially in your case.
Yeah, $100 goes, it don't last long on a ship.
Well, no, but if you
Well,
add
it's
it up.
$100 towards my alcohol.
See, you drink for free. Can't argue with that.
I drink for one night for free on $100.
Yeah, I suppose that is expensive, isn't it?
Well, we get the drink package, and it's $114 a day for us.
What'd you say?
I said $100 is better than a poke in the eye with a sharp fork.
I don't know. Not anymore. I think a sharp fork's worth more than $100.
So what's the latest on the Alaska cruise? Because, I keep hearing so much about it, and I keep seeing pictures on Facebook, and oh my gosh, it's just amazing. What's the latest on it? Is it
Alaska's next June, of course, out of Seattle. I've not really been pushing it because those, if you've already booked, they're booked. We may get some late stragglers here, but final payments on that thing are due in April 1st, like April 5th. So that basically is giving them about 6 months to pay off a $4,000 cruise.
Should be pushing them all, shouldn't you?
Well, I try. It's just hard to push them all.
Do it now!
Yeah, a lot of people got their panties in a wad the other day when I went and changed the name of the group. But I'm not going to, limit myself to just the Brad James group. I want to be able to start posting all the cruises.
Right.
And that's just the way it is. I don't want to go in and create another group, because for me to ever go in and try and get rid of that Brad James group, that's 5,000 people in there. It would take me a week to get rid of that group.
Yeah, and you can't guarantee that all the people that would come from that group would join the new groups for the new cruises. So yeah, you're right, just have them all in one place.
Yeah, well, I've got the Truckers Gone Hawaii to cruise or Hawaii group set up. I got the one for Chad set up. Those are all his people. Hawaii's just those that are interested in going to Hawaii. We got the Lance Stinson group. But Alaska, that was one of our favorite cruises ever. I can't wait to go back in June, and we'll probably go ahead and go live with the 2017 next spring as soon as they post it.
Well, you're all over the place between cold and hot. Aruba on one end and Alaska on the other.
Well, Alaska was not cold.
Yeah,
it was in the 60s.
Nice.
The week before we got there, it was in the 70s, and the week after we left, it was in the 80s.
That just seems strange to talk about Alaska and talk about it being 80.
Yeah, but it was in the 60s. It was pleasant. I mean, because I'm not, I don't like extreme hot weather. So Alaska, it was great. Light jackets, all you needed.
Don't forget, that's global warming causing that.
Yeah, it's global warming. It did get cool going up the Tracy Yarn Ford, and I think that's because we were up next to the glacier, and all the icebergs were just floating right beside us.
Did anybody ride the train?
I know Jeff and Christine Brown did, and a few others did. We didn't, just because of the fact that it was just so expensive.
Yeah, what's that cost?
I think it was $299 a person.
$299?
Yeah, so you're talking $600 for an excursion.
What?
Yeah, the excursions in Alaska are not cheap.
God.
I hope that train was made of gold.
It's a beautiful ride. I've watched a couple videos on it. It's an absolutely fantastic ride.
Oh, yeah,
but man,
I remember now. We were watching him a few weeks ago.
Yeah, but for that money, no way. I wouldn't. No way.
Yeah, the only downfall with that one is you have to have a passport to take the train.
In Alaska?
It actually goes into Canada and then turns around. And, yeah, they make sure you've got a passport before you come into Canada.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah, and what's crazy is when we go to Victoria, our last stop, you don't have to have your passport to go to Victoria.
Leave it to the government.
Man, that's Canadians for you.
Yeah, but they're making up for it. They're going on your cruise. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
So
now, Canada's just got some funny rules. I mean, there were 5 people on that ship that were randomly picked, and unfortunately 2 of them were our cruisers, and they were detained by the Canadian officials. One of them, well, they were both DUIs. And one of the DUIs was back in 1979. But Canada looks at a DUI as a serious offense.
Yeah, but they didn't have the DUI in Canada, did they?
No, they had it in the States.
What exactly are they going to get up to on a train behind the wheel of a car?
What'd you say?
You said it's... What did you say? It's drunk driving?
Yeah.
Drunk driving.
What trouble exactly are they going to get up to on a train? They're not exactly going to take over the train and start driving it drunk.
No, it's not that. It's just Canada looks at a DUI as a serious felony offense. and they don't want you in their country if you've had a DUI.
But you weren't.
These five people were detained and taken off the ship before Carnival was allowed to let any other passengers off, and they had to go down and speak to the Canadian authorities. And then Canada said, all right, you fill out this, sign this form that you're never coming back, or you can pay to have it, whatever they called, I forgot what they called it, but you can pay a fee and Canada will release you.
Oh, it's all right when you're giving them money. Ah, I see.
Yeah, it's back to, they wanted you to pay $200. And so they just said, no, I'm going back to the ship.
They'll happily forget your DUI so long as you're putting money in the pocket.
It's just Canada's got some strange rules.
That's friggin' insane.
Yeah.
Especially when it didn't happen in their country. If you were from Canada, all right, might be different, but I just don't, whatever.
Yep, that's just Canada's rules.
That's just crazy. And people,
I recommend anybody go to Alaska. At least do it once. It's something else.
And people want to bitch about America.
Yeah, as we're getting ready to take on 100,000 refugees.
Sure, why not? We can't feed our own people. We can feed them, though. Oh, let's not start on that.
Yeah. Bringing over 100,000 people that hate our guts.
Yeah. And give them jobs and a place to live and food to eat. What the hell?
Absolutely.
Might as well make everybody at home. Come on into the melting pot. I still say nuke them all and call it a day, but what do I know? Anyways, where are we at here? I guess if you got nothing else, we'll wrap it up and move along.
All right. Well, I guess I'll talk to you guys next Sunday.
All righty. You know where we'll be. We know where you'll be. You'll be around next Sunday, right?
Next Sunday, yes. We'll be back from we come back from Perrysburg on Sunday morning.
Okay. Sounds like a
whenever
plan.
we crawl out of bed and get checked out of the hotel.
I'll take lots and lots of photos, some videos. I want to see it all. I want to see everything that happens. Do it now, Dave.
Yep. So, well, we'll see Darren and all those guys Friday evening up in Perrysburg. I guess we'll chat with you guys next Sunday.
Yes, sir. If not sooner.
So you'll get your Daveless Weekend show, Donna.
Yay!
Well, if nothing else, put a smile on her face.
In a month from Friday, you get 2 Daveless Weekend shows.
Oh, hello, Dave. Didn't realise you were still on the phone, dear. I'm gutted that you won't be here.
Well, I guess I'll let you guys go and say bye to me.
Bye.
Bye to me. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye to Donna.
Bye.
Bye.
It's the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network. By request, Kid Rock and all summer long. Join SS Cruises as we once again present the Truckers Gone Wild Cruise. We'll sail on the beautiful Carnival Glory from the bustling city of Miami, Florida. The Glory will take us to the incredible ports of St. Thomas, San Juan, Amber Cove, Dominican Republic, and Grand Turk. Soak in the sunny, serene rhythms of the Eastern Caribbean's beautiful sun-dappled islands. A Carnival cruise to the Eastern Caribbean sails to some of the region's most storied isles, each ringed by rainbow-hued coral gardens. Dig your feet into the silky sand, float in azure seas, and let your cares melt away in the Eastern Caribbean. An initial non-refundable reservation of $50 per person is due by June 14th, 2016. And note, this is just a reservation. To receive a cabin assignment, full deposit will be required. A full deposit of $250 per person is due by September 14th, 2016. Final payment is due by December 5th, 2016. We hope to see you on board.
By request for Greg in the chat room.
Dear granddaughter, I just wanted to write you again and tell you all about my day, because I just know that you love to hear about my adventures. Well, I decided to take your advice and look for this sunny beach in Florida. Would you believe Jesus still has quite a following?
saw my Punk If You Love Jesus bumper sticker again. I thought nothing of sticking my little finger up at them again, right in the air. You know, the good old Hawaiian good luck sign. Then all of a sudden, this bus come flying by. This gust of wind just blew his leaflet right into my window. Oh, it gave me something to read at those traffic lights. Oh my God! Oh, would you listen to this? Fuckers Gone Wild cruise with Randy and Donna on the RTM Radio Network. Ooh, what's that then? It's the 2016 cruise with Brad Johnson and their very special guests, Randy Man and Donna. Woo! It says here, we set sail on the Polylap Conquest at the port of Cherry Brandy, somewhere in Florida, I think. Oh, I'm going to Florida. Anyway, it's on the 30th of February, if you wanted to know. This 8-day cruise will call at the beautiful ports of Vodka, St. Whiskey, San Wine, and Grand Poo. Grand Poo. Inside cabins are $918 with no running water, towels, or bedding. Mattresses, however, are provided. Whew, that's a relief. Ocean View cabins start at $1,243. Or they give a spectacular view of the floating debris from the Fukushima disaster in Japan. For a very limited time, a $1,800 non-refundable deposit is all that is required to reserve your cabin. These extra special cabins are for limited for this exclusive initial deposit. The full deposit of $1,700 per person is due by September the 31st, 2010. These prices don't include cabin port fees, taxes, prepaid gratuities. However, the cabins are cleaned at least every 6 months and bank holidays. Oh, yeah, lovely. Oh, they sound very posh. Cabins come with their very own unshaven, unkept hobo stowaway and more. Ooh, if you're interested in this great vacation, go to www.sscruisesinc.com or contact Dave Summers at SS Cruisers at 937-331-8029. Oh, it says here, we hope to throw you aboard. Lovely. Oh, granddaughter, you're going to have to come with me on this one. I'll write to you soon with more details. Bye.
Yankee and the Brit on RTM Radio. That was the Grandma Cruise promo for you. We do have your song up next, Mr. Darren. It was Dave who went and interrupted my playlist. You know what he's like. So here it is, Wipeout.
This is Darren Heller. Come join us in the Lido Lounge Sunday night edition with SS Cruises and the Yankee and the Brit.
Dalo, it's Dalo Donner and he wants to go home. Dale, he's a 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 Dale. He's Dalo Donner and he wants to go home. Took all night on a doobie and rub. He's Dalo Donner and he wants to go home. Post those silly posts to Donner Rodeo.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
Come, Mr. Randy Man, bring Della banana.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
Come, Mr. Randy Man, bring Della banana.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch, oh!
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch nub.
He's Dalo Donner and he wants to go home.
Dalo, oh Dalo.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
Dale, he's a Dale, he's a Dale, he's a
Dalo
Dale.
Donner and he wanna go home.
Beautiful Dan with a ripe banana.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
Hide the deadly big bad banana.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch, oh!
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
6 inch, 7 inch, 8 inch nub.
He's Dalo Donner, yes he wants to go home.
Dalo,
He's
Dalo.
He's Dalo Donner and he wanna go home.
Dale, he's a Dale, he's a Dale, he's a
He's
Dale.
Dalo
Mr. Yankee Pant, Donna want banana.
She's Donna O'Dale and she wanna go home.
Come, Mr. Yankee Pant, Donna want banana.
She's Donna O'Dale and she wanna go home.
Dale-o, Dale-o.
She's Donna O'Dale and she wants to go home.
Dale, he's a 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 Dale. Dale-o, Donna, and he wants to go home.
Yeah, Randy's still out there playing with his 46-inch toy. Are you getting anywhere, Yankee Pants? Oh, he's just given me the evil eye. That's where he, like, one of his eyes goes really big and it nearly pops out of his head. But I'm lucky because otherwise it would have been a swear word. So, now he's standing there with his hand on his hip. I don't know whether that means it's fixed or not, but I better get on some tunage. Elvis Presley. Elvis the Pelvis with Beach Shack.
In my little beach shack.
Hi, this is Mr. Dave. You're listening to the Lido Lounge on the Yanky and the Brit Show.
It's a Lido Lounge special Sunday night.
Baby, let's cruise
away from here.
Don't be confused.
The way is clear. And if you want it, you got it forever. This is not a one-night stand. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Woo!
Let the music take your
mind.
Just
Release and you will find you're gonna fly away. Glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is played for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together.
Baby, tonight
belongs to us.
everything's right.
To us, you must. And inch by inch we grow closer and closer
To
every little part of each other. Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! So let the music take your mind. Just release and you will find you're gonna fly away. Glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together. Music is played for love. Cruising is made for love. I love it when we're cruising together.
Cruise with me, baby.
Cruise with me, babe.
Cruise.
Oh, baby, let's cruise. Let's float. Let's glide. Oh, let's open up and go inside. And if you want it, you got it forever. I could just stay here beside you and love you, baby.
for love. Cruising is made for love. And I love it, yeah, I love it, I love it, I love it. You're gonna fly away, glad you're going my way. I love it when we're cruising together.
Hey everyone, tune in to September 22nd at 6 p.m. where me and my co-host Brad James will be interviewing Tony Justice. He'll be talking about upcoming events at Joplin and some of his music. We're also going to have Mike Gunny on there talking about his show truck and what he's up to. And we're also going to have Bruce Richard from Indiana Motor Trucking Association's Driver of the Year. So everyone tune in. It's going to be a real good time. Whoop, whoop.
Hi, this is Mr. Dave. You're listening to the Lido Lounge on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
By request, Guns at Sundown for Darren in the chat room. Here it is, guys.
9:14 with the Yankee and the Brit on the RTM radio network. Some like it hot, hot, hot. I would be one of them. And I think Giggles might be another, don't you know? She likes her summers hot, hot, hot. On the RTM radio network, don't you know?
Hey, good evening. Are we all still awake? Is Christine still in the chat room? Christine Mouth Almighty Lewis. Mrs. Dave's there. Dave's around there somewhere. Darren. Kim's around there. Randy's still fighting with the printer. How are you getting on with the printer? Is that all you can say? Oh, he says, this time. Brown-eyed girl is in the chat room. Stacey, Larry's there, I think. Bonnie's here. She's talking about cupcakes. Nom, nom, nom. Yeah, Dave's there. I'm just scrolling down. Paulie's still here. I've got a tune for you, Mr. Paulie. I'm going to pop that on now. Here we go.
Hi, this is Mr. Dave. You're listening to the Lido Lounge on the Yankee and the Brit Show.
Awesome tunage there. We're going to have some Lance Stinson on very soon. That's just my little song request. I think the guy is absolutely awesome. I love his music. I could just listen to it all day long. So what's everybody doing? Everybody's talking about food in the chat room. They're talking about cake and all sorts of stuff. Cajun food. Oh, I'm getting so hungry. And we actually I was about to start a cake in the kitchen, and then I started getting these tunes on, and Randy started fighting with the printer. So I never did get that cake baked. But, oh my gosh, all this talk of cake in the chat room. Oh, I'm getting so hungry. Greg is still with us. Don's on the road. So they're all still listening. They're talking about Joe's Crab Shack. Are you familiar with that, Rand?
Who's got crabs?
You have. But we're talking about a crab shack. Are you familiar with... Yeah, there's a cream for that, sweetheart. Are you familiar with Joe's Crab Shack?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah, I've never been there, but from what I hear, a lot of people like it. A lot of my friends from around here go there.
Yeah? Oh, so there's one...
I don't do crabs. I did that once and never again.
Oh, dear. Way too much information from the old husband. I'm going to have to find out what he's talking about when we're off the show. Or maybe we'll talk about it while we're on the show. Tell us about your experience with crabs.
Just remember A100 shampoo.
Oh, okay. Rightio. That took my mind off the subject of food slightly. I don't think I'm hungry now.
Good. That means I don't have to bake a cake.
Bake me a damn cake. Make me a cake now. And I think Mrs. Kim should make me some brownies. Nom nom. You know some of the brownies that they have here in America. Mrs. Kim.
Hi, Becky. Hi,
Tim. No, not that Tim. Kim. Not that Tim. Kimberly Schmidt. Kimberly. I think she should make me some brownies because you know when I was in the UK I used to love brownies, and a lot of the packets would say American brownie, and I was thinking, what's American about it? It's probably baked up the road somewhere.
I used to eat brownies, but when I found out they were under the age limit, I had to give them up.
Oh, he's on a roll tonight, which I'm surprised about because he's been fighting with the printer. I'm surprised he's this happy, to be honest. But anyway, let me... Oh, okay. You're hearing it live on RTM Radio. Randy's fight with the printer. But let me get my conversation out about brownies. Yeah, when I got to America, all the brownies that I tried were like kind of soft and squidgy, and I just like, bleh, nasty. Anyway, let me get some tunage on. Lance Stinson, Country Never Goes Out of Style. You'll like this one, Mouth.
What's honky doing fine, living life one day at a time. One day at a time.
Okay, for the rest of the evening, any talk of food is banned from this chat room. You've only got 15 minutes to go, but you guys are making me starving. I'm absolutely hungry, and I need to get me kitchen bitch in the kitchen to make me some cake, don't I, dear? Right, he said. He's underneath the printer now. It's that huge that you can, like, sit underneath it. It could get Caesar the radio dog under there as well. It's that big. Oh, my gosh. Hopefully this is going to work, because we have a little mission to do for a couple of JBCers tomorrow. So, I don't know what he's doing over there. I don't know. Anyway, let's get on a tune. Hopefully, Randy will be with us to say goodnight to you guys before I'm done.
Good night.
Oh, all right. Say bye to me.
Bye to me.
Bye to Dave.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
I think it's me that's going to be finishing off the show tonight. Anyway, I've got some Howard salmon. These trucks are made of gold.
And that's a wrap for the Yankee and the Brit, the RTM Radio Network, and the Lido Lounge Sunday edition. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Here. This shit just got sexy.
Yeah, well, it ain't going to get sexy for much longer, so I'm going to go get my sledgehammer, and I'm going back to the printer. I'll fix that son of a bitch if it's the last thing I do.
Do it now!
I'm about to. Too bad we're not going to be on the air long enough to hear the crash, bang, boop, smash, crash, destruction of it all.
Well, why don't you load up another 3 hours for these guys? I'm sure you'll be fighting with it for another 3 hours, and just leave it on, just leave your microphone on, and just let these guys
listen.
Yeah.
Okay. We got to fly. We're out of time.
You will hear a live Randy rant.
We're out of time. We got to go. Love you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, Tuesday night at 6 p.m. for Kevin's driver's seat. That's what you call it. Kevin's driver's seat, 6 p.m. on the Yankee and the Brit show. And then Wednesday night we will be having the JBC Spotlight with Darren and Joseph and whoever else they bring in. And then Thursday night there will be the what does he call it? Trucking Roundup with Bongoliolio. Oh.
Right.
Friday night rock with the Yankee and the Brit. Saturday night country, and back to the Sunday night with the Lido Lounge. And we're out of here.
The Yankee and the Brit.
Twit.
The Yankee and the Brit.
Twit.
One is the genius, obviously not me.
I am the
Twit.
Twit. Hey, on the radio.
The genes have been spliced.
The Yankee and the Brit. Brit, twit, Brit, twit. Brit. Before the show is done, the killing will be begun.
Boom.
By the end of the show, his head will explode.
Boom.
The Yankee and the Brit,
Boom.
the Yankee and the Brit. His ranting campaign can never be explained. To prove the radio worth the take over the earth. The Yankee and the Brit, Brit, twit, Brit, twit, Brit.
Sorry, we had to sing it. We didn't have it loaded up. Good night, everybody. We love you.